So welcome once more again. How to answer the question, tell me about yourself in an interview. So in a visa interview, the question tell me about yourself is often asked to gauge your background, motivation, and intentions for traveling. Here is a good approach to answering this question. Introduce yourself. Start by giving a concise overview of your background. This should include name, state your name and where you are from. Education, mention your academic qualification or current studies, especially if they are relevant to your visa purpose, e.g. you are applying for a student visa. Current occupation, if you are working, mention your job, role, and the company you work for. If you are applying for a tourist visa, you can talk about your hobbies or activities. Example, my name is John Doe. I am from New Delhi. I recently graduated with a degree in computer from XYZ University. Currently, I am working as a software developer at ABC Tech Company, where I specialize in app development. Why are you traveling? Purpose of the visa. Next, explain why you are applying for the visa. Especially, this should align with the type of visa you are applying for. If you are applying for a tourist visa, talk about your travel plans, the places you intend to visit and why you are interested in those destinations. If you are applying for a student visa, mention your course, the university and your reasons for studying there, the physical address of that particular university, some research that you've carried out about that particular university, what faculty are you going to study in, and why have you chosen that particular university. If you are applying for a work visa, explain your job and why you are traveling for work. I am applying for a tourist visa to visit the United States. I am particularly interested in experiencing the culture and visiting famous landmarks such as New York City and the Grand Canyon. I want to visit the Mall of America. I want to visit the land with 10,000 lakes, that is Minnesota. I want to visit the Science Museum of Minnesota. Yeah. Tying it all together, finish by briefly explaining, emphasizing how your current background aligns with your visa application, showing that your travel plans are legitimate and well thought out. Example, I am excited to take this trip because it will allow me to explore new places and broaden my horizon. I have a stable job in India and I plan to return after my vacation. I'm also looking forward to gaining new perspectives that can help me in my personal and professional growth. So some of the tips when you are responding to this particular question, you've got to be concise, brief and to the point. Keep your answer short and to the point. Visa officers often have a limited amount of time for each interview. Be honest, always tell the truth about your background and intentions. Stay confident, answer confidently as it shows that you are clear about your plans. Stay positive, emphasize your intent to return home after your visa's purpose is fulfilled, as this assures the officer of your compliant with visa rules. So with this in place, I believe it should be able to guide you through in your process of visa application and enable you to be able to respond to the question, tell me about yourself. So we've highlighted some of the tips for you to take note of on what you're supposed to talk about if at all you're asked this particular question. It is a very common question, not only for the visa interview, but also for any type of job interviews. You will always be asked, tell me about yourself. So then you've got to be ready, you've got to be prepared and know on how to respond to this particular question when asked in a job interview, when asked in a visa interview, when asked in any type of interview. You realize they want to know something about you, about your academic background, your name, your current occupation, your education. That is what the question is all about. Therefore, you start by stating your name, your education background, then your current occupation. Those are the most important things. If at all you're traveling, if it is for a visa, then what is the purpose of your travel? Then you've got to go up and try and summarize all this together by briefly emphasizing how your current background aligns with that particular job, if it is a job application that you're doing, or if it is a visa application that you're doing. So you've got to ensure that you tie them up together so that somebody will be convinced, or they will see the need of giving you that particular visa based on how you are correlating your current profession or your current job to that particular visa or to that particular job application that you're applying. With having said that, remember to subscribe on our channel, like, comment, share, and let's do this together. Thank you so much.